go ahead and put the agenda up so we have that and we can start on the nose, and somebody is keeping an eye on promoting attendees to panelists as they join, correct?
I have it.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to find record on so Keith, are you ready to go?
Keith, you look so pensive.
I am ready to go. I'm recording, actually. All
Okay.
good, Colleen.
Okay, great. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the annual holiday celebration for the Council of Fort Lauderdale Civic Associations. I'm Colleen Lockwood. I'm president of the council. And welcome to all our elected officials, our city staff and leaders, our members and guests. We would normally be doing this in person at City Hall over beautiful food and great company. While this won't be the same, we hope that you will enjoy the program that we have put together for you tonight. As noted in the agenda, we are not going to be conducting any business tonight. We're going to defer all of that until January. For roll call, just to simplify things, if member associations could put, the representatives could put their name and civic association name in the chat, we can keep track for our records. And I will just list the board members that I see here present. Vice President and Corresponding Secretary Peliquin, Vice President Castillo, Treasurer Bowker has not joined, but she will shortly. District 1 Representative Concanon, District 2 Representative Albetta, District 3 Representative Kathy Stubbs, I believe is here. District 4 Representative Kelly Manning, Immediate Past President Marilyn Romano, and Chair of Committees Dennis Ulmer. All present. Board Member Curry is excused.
Mr. Albetta has a first name. It's Michael Albetta, by the way.
Welcome, sir. I will refer to you with your first name going forward. So our agenda tonight is as follows. We have a wonderful lineup of amazing leaders who are going to be giving inspiring messages of holiday hope, humor, and gratitude in 60-second increments. We're so excited about this. Then we will have a monthly COVID update, an update that we have come to rely on from our beloved Dr. Rader, who we have come to refer to as our local Dr. Fauci. And then finally, you want to wait for this, we're going to have a visit from, yes, the very, very special Santa Claus, who's going to be assessing naughty from nice and handing out prizes. So we're very excited for tonight. So let's go ahead and get things started. I would like to introduce, to kick things off and to moderate our presenters, a very, very special guest, Santa Claus's wife, Mrs. Claus. We are honored to have you here tonight. Thank you for joining us all the way from the North Pole. I will hand things over to you to take it from here.
Okay, Colleen, I have a lot going on, so no time for chit chat. It's a dang busy time for me. And we have many people giving 60-second, I want this to be clear, 60-second speeches. So let's get this show on the road. I do want to say there will be neighborhoods giving a speech tonight. And if I hear laughing in the background, I'm going to know who you are. So just so you can put yourself on the naughty list and save Santa the trip. If you're not speaking, please mute yourself. All right, let me give you a little example of a 60-second elevator speech. When you're standing at the North Pole, any direction you point is south. The nearest land is 700 miles away. During the summer, the sun is always up. Is 1,749 years old. We've been married for 1,726 years. I've had cataract surgery 28 times. I don't wear glasses, so don't ask me where my dang glasses are. People say I'm difficult and testy. Well, I have a lot to do. I'm in charge of public relations, the post office, reindeer operations. By the way, there's 63,000 reindeer. The laundry, food and beverage, Santa's workshop, the weather, security, and elf operations, of which there are 110,000 elves paid in room and board. What's Santa do? He's in charge of the naughty and nice list and takes one long ride one night a year. I'd like equal pay. Santa makes $100 more an hour than I do. Like most offices and workplaces, I do all the work and the fat guy in the suit gets all the credit. You know, everybody's always happy when Santa Claus comes, but no one knows my name, my first name. My name is Martha, and don't forget it. Okay, so that's how you do it. So I think we're ready for our first guest. And when our guests are finished speaking, feel free to put any comments about their speeches in the chat box. I'm sure they'd love to hear all of your comments. So we're going to go ahead and get started right away with, let's see here. Oh, so now we're going to start with lean, keen, often seen, but never mean, Mayor Dean. Please, Mayor Tontalis. Oh, I should tell you, I forgot, there are 2 elves on here that are going to time your speech. So you'll see at 30 seconds, a little sign pop up. And then at 60 seconds, another sign will pop up. And if you go over that much, you're going to get the bell. You don't want the bell. Okay, on that note, go ahead, Mayor Dean.
Great. Well, thank you, Ms. Claus, and thank you, everybody, for inviting me here tonight. You know, first of all, I'm happy to be returned as your mayor and look forward to the next 4 years of doing great things for our community. I know that this has always been a time of enjoyment and excitement, but obviously because of the coronavirus, it's been a sobering moment as we each try to reach out to one another, if not physically, at least in spirit. We're going to be able to stay together and understand how important it is to enjoy the holiday season. You know, the holiday season has always been exciting for me, and I'm sure it will continue to be for you. While we can't always do all the events that we are used to, we can at least share those precious moments of the holiday with one another, our family, our close friends, and certainly will give us opportunities to share a moment under the mistletoe. So thank you again for inviting me, and happy holidays to you all. Thank you.
Oh, you're muted.
Bravo.
Oh, thank you, Mayor. That was very nice. And next up, I'm looking for the Vice Mayor. Anybody see him around? I don't see him. So.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. You're hidden. Well, let's see here. You know, and I'm not amazing because you know what? You are almost always all over my Facebook and Instagram and Twitter feed. What should I call you? I mean, you're just really social media king. I should think about that a little bit. But please, Vice Mayor, go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. This has been such a hard year for us all, but we've made it to the end with optimism for the future. I'm so thankful and grateful for how the Fort Lauderdale community has come together to support each other. 114,000 plus COVID-19 tests administered at our parks. 33 plus weeks of Thursday food distributions, more than 28,500 grocery kits, prevented 444 plus households from experiencing homelessness through our programs, nearly $300,000 in COVID grants to businesses within the Central City and Northwest Progresso CRA, $13 million plus in CARES Act funding from the county through the CARES Act. Folks, the hope that we have will soon be for a vaccine that will be distributed to save lives, mitigate the effect of this pandemic. We are feeling joy that we can still celebrate this holiday season just differently to protect each other. And next year, there's the possibility that if we all work together, things can go back to the way they were. The only drawback is that I will have to wear pants again. I want to thank you all for everything that you do. Betty Shelley, I miss your dip. You have no idea. Love you all. Thank you for what you do. God bless you. Happy holidays.
That was fantastic. Please go ahead and put your comments in the chat for the Vice Mayor. Thank you, Vice Mayor. That was fantastic. Next, Commissioner Heather Moratis. She makes us all just a little bit envious. She's always so put together and so gorgeous.
Oh, gosh.
And, you know, to be smart on top of it.
No, wait,
You
you're
just
so.
go ahead. But you just go ahead, Commissioner. And you can live up to all those compliments.
Oh, gosh.
That was supposed to be my introduction.
Hey, Hey, Steve, I just have images of you with no pants on right now. I'm trying to
Okay.
trying to wind down.
And you would be correct.
I know. Okay, I'm wearing pants and a shirt.
What
Got the holiday shirt. I think I should get best outfit. Don't you think,
Okay.
Steve? We'll see what the
Okay.
I am just, wow, this holiday season. I have to say, not holiday, let's go back to this year. I know you wanted us to reflect a little bit. You know, the worst day was when we shut down our city and we didn't get to play soccer the day before the soccer season was about to start. But then, you know, during the pandemic, I actually went out to Lockhart Stadium and I delivered food to needy families, and it was just kind of bittersweet how that all happened.
Down for the count.
The best part, can you hear me? Did I leave? Hold on a second. Is that my audio?
You're on.
Okay, I'm on. All right, thank you. The best part about this year was that my two college girls came home and I just had a whole year where we were all back in our house. And I also loved Zooming with you guys. That's a whole new thing that I learned this year. And I just felt like it was a really cool way to connect us. And Mary and Jim and Betty and all my D1 people. It's just a whole new way that maybe we'll do commission meetings or District 1 meetings and connect more often. And it's been a tough year, but I do have tons of hope for the vaccine and all of us getting back to normal. I'm hoping by next summer. So please take the vaccine when it comes out. It's important that we all do that. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. Just when we get that vaccine, we all really should take it. It really would help our whole community. So thank you for inviting us. I'm going to stay on and listen to my other commissioners if they're coming up next. And thank you again.
Thank you, Commissioner Morales. And please, people, don't forget to put your comments in the chat. I see some popping up here and there. It's very appreciated.
I love your outfit. It's just fabulous.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't prepare enough. My God.
Again, just like Vice Mayor, I am going to regret the days that, you know, we have to worry about from the waist down.
You have to work. Mary, I especially appreciate the little comment about all the, you do all the work and Santa just shows up one day and just, I know what that's like. That with the commissioners I serve with, I should say. Just kidding.
All right, well, next up we have an absent commissioner, so hopefully he'll show up later. So we're just going to move right ahead to, let's see here, City Manager Chris Lagerbloom. Ah, holy holly, what a year he has had between infrastructure issues and virus shutdowns while trying to run the city of Fort Lauderdale. I think the only time he has seen the inside of his house is when he had to quarantine for COVID. Wow, please, City Manager, Mr. City Manager, please proceed.
Yeah, so when I saw the different topics tonight, I thought I would focus on gratitude because I think that's important this time of year. So I'll start with reflecting a little bit on 2020, the gratitude of our community and our community for sticking together, our community for rising to the occasion, our community that's still committed to getting to the other side of this virus. We had to change on the fly, and you all are a large part of our success in being able to do that. So this year, great gratitude to our community. Second, gratitude to our city commission. They've been put into a position of leading in an unknown time, and there are no finer 5 people than the 5 that have led us through this from a policy perspective than the elected officials that we have with us here today. And finally, gratitude to a tremendous Fort Lauderdale staff. You know, we can't shut the doors when even a pandemic happens and we have to continue to deliver services. And I can tell you that you've got a strong group of committed employees that rose to the occasion, whether it was sewer pipes breaking or demonstrations happening or hurricanes coming or pandemics with us. We've figured out how to adapt, and I've got a tremendous amount of gratitude for them. I'll end by saying, maybe a little glimmer of hope that in the last 5 years of being in the city of Fort Lauderdale, I have yet to give $1 to a person who is panhandling, but I've always given a business card, and a business card with the suggestion, call me tomorrow and I will help find you services and a place to live. And to this point, I have not had a response to handing out one of those business cards until earlier today. And so we'll take that as a glimmer of hope in this holiday season, that there is still there's still help out there, there's still hope out there, and I'm just thankful to those three groups that I mentioned. So happy holidays, everybody.
Oh, thank you, Mr. City Manager. That was very nice. And again, don't forget to put your comments in the chat. Everybody will appreciate that. Now, next, we have our city attorney, Elaine. And do you know that 150% of his name are vowels? Let me call you Mr. City Attorney and not make me say your whole name, please.
You don't have to say my name at all. Most people go into vowel shock. You're absolutely correct. My whole life I've dealt with that. Like the Vice Mayor, I too am probably lacking pants. The problem is I'm still at the office. So you guys deal with that. As the city manager said, you know, we certainly didn't have a playbook or any sort of manual we could go to this year to see how to deal with the various issues that we were presented with. But I was very heartened to see people step up to the plate. It was amazing to see people put aside their fears, concerns, and while staying safe, but really stepping up to the plate and doing what needed to be done. Not the least of which was our commission, and not the least of which also was our city manager, who really has been incredible in leading this city. All of us, even all the charter officers, just leading us through this, not only the pandemic, but all the other issues we've had to deal with. So I've mentioned a few times to some folks that one of the things that I've learned this year is that if the ship starts sinking, I now know who I want in my lifeboat. And I'm greatly thankful for that. I'm very hopeful too, because we're approaching, I guess, this time of year, a very symbolic and psychological turning of the page. Traditionally, the new year gives us an opportunity, at least in spirit, to kind of put things behind us and look forward. And with the new year, with hopefully the vaccine coming online and some better treatments that we've been able to learn on how to deal with this, I think we're heading certainly in the right direction. So I'm very, very thankful for that. And again, thankful to our staff and all of you who have made our jobs so much easier in being able to traverse through this very unprecedented year. And you know, no community is a community without the civic engagement, and you all are an example of that. So happy holidays, and enjoy the holidays and the new year.
Well, thank you, Mr. City Attorney Elaine. I can at least say your first name. Thank you for that. And don't forget to put any comments in the chat regarding our speakers. Well, I'm going to skip around a bit because I don't quite see my next speaker. So how about if we...
Mary, the next speaker, Representative Lamarca, he is here under CFLCA.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, very good. I just can't see him on the list here, but well, that's perfect. You know, I don't see your beautiful wife. Is she here this evening? Are you? Oh, well, thank God, because if she wasn't there, I didn't think you were going to be able to do this. Oh. Whew.
No, I'm challenged.
All right. Well, go ahead. Please proceed.
All right. I'm going to take my mask off if you don't sell the newspaper. We are socially distanced away from the crowd. Listen, we had a great opportunity to see a new business open tonight. And during all this tough time, it's great to see that. I want to say that I'm exceptionally grateful to work with the city of Fort Lauderdale. Most of you know that I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. Since joining the county commission and now the state legislature, I've had the opportunity with gratitude to serve the city and the commissioners and the city manager. I echo all their thoughts, but I want to say my gratitude is a very belated but happy Thanksgiving, and early happy Hanukkah, and a very early Merry Christmas to all those on this call. I want to thank Betty and Mary and Colleen and Marianne and all of the community leaders who step up, not for the fame or fortune, but to make sure that there's organization in the city of Fort Lauderdale throughout the different communities. And yes, my wife is here, Eileen. I'm pretty sure that 51% of the people honor me with the ability to serve them because they know that she's connected to our family. And it's my gratitude is also, as the mayor and commissioners have said, to be returned to office, to be able to serve you in Tallahassee. We'll be going up there in early January, but it's going to be different. We probably won't have the crowds and Broward Days and different organizations coming up, but we're going to make do, and we're going to make the city of Fort Lauderdale's priorities our priorities, as I've said before. And if there's anything that we can do for anyone, please let us know. But again, it's great to work with so many community leaders, and Colleen and all for putting this together. I really appreciate you including me, and the commissioners and mayor and city manager. You do a great job, and please let us know what we can do to be helpful. And you all have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you so much. And you know, we really love you. You're our hometown boy. So thank you for joining us. And again, everybody, don't forget to put your comments in the chat. All right, going forward, moving right along. I'm looking for our fire chief. Does anybody see her on here?
I don't see her yet.
All right, well, let's look. Let's see who's next. Oh, Major Dr. Salters. My first major doctor, and I don't really know if those are still your titles anymore, but to me, you're always going to be my major doctor. Please proceed.
Good evening, and I'm glad to say that the title has changed a little bit thanks to our interim chief. I am now your interim assistant chief. But not to use my 60 seconds, I just want to tell everybody it is a great holiday season, and just like many of you all on here, the titles can change, but our why is still the same. And all of us are here to serve the community, work better with each other. And I'll date myself. You go back to 60 Minutes, and depending on who your favorite person was, Ed Bradley, Rooney, or the others, right now you have 60 seconds to get Seasoned for Success by Dr. Gregory A. Salters. When you look at this first thing, we're looking at it, and we say success is options. Many of us have the option to serve our communities in a public service capacity or not to serve. Many of us had the options to be on this call tonight or not be on the call. Let's look at it and see what we can do to continue increasing our options and increasing the options for the citizens that we serve here in the city of Fort Lauderdale, because this is the giving season. So let's use the option to give. Number two, when we're looking at doing things, we must be intentional, because success does not happen accidentally. We do not get our water mains fixed accidentally. We do not get outstanding coworkers accidentally. Everything is intentional. And then also remember, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, work with the community, bring everybody together, connect, and we can go far. So in this holiday season, let's do more connecting. Let's remember that success is an option, and we must be intentional about what we're doing. Let's have a great holiday season and continue connecting and growing our city. I am Dr. Gregory A. Salters, and you have been seasoned for success.
Woof, woof. I just can't get over that guy. Wow. So, interim chief, Dr. Salters?
You are correct. That's me.
All right. I know that's a little bit better, but I still like major doctor. But all right, I'll put up with that. All right, here we're going to talk about a new person in town. Assistant City Manager Greg Chavera. I probably didn't say your name right, so feel free to correct me. New guy in town, and from what I understand, a little easy on the eyes. So, there you go. Oh, that's correcto.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, you said it right, Greg Chavria. Blessed I must say, for having the opportunity to serve this vibrant community. There are many things that at this point of the year, we got to reflect back and just see how we're so blessed, and things that we need to be appreciative of. Very appreciative for working for an engaged community as yourselves and serving all the wonderful faces here. I'm very proud also to be part of the staff that serves our neighbors, and grateful working with colleagues that are committed to tackling some of the greatest challenges that we've faced in our lifetime. And together, I feel we will continue to improve the community and the quality of life of residents. I am blessed. And I look forward to supporting the elected officials and their vision, supporting the city manager Lagerboom, and his strategy, his initiatives, and the transformation that he is leading. Each day I work with him, I feel very blessed. And I look forward, again, collaborating with our professional staff, our community members, our partners, so that we may continuously deliver projects, community improvements, connect our neighbors with resources, and become a better community. 2020 was somewhat rocky, but I am certain that 2021 will bring new opportunities for us to shine and continue to be resilient and support one another as we embark new endeavors. So I just want to say, enjoy the holiday season, support your local businesses, continue to be safe, be kind, and continue to be blessed.
Well, thank you so much. And you know, you have just joined a fantastic team, and we all look forward to working with you too. So
thank you.
Good boy, and I'll tell Santa to come by. All right, so next, let's see here. The Maharishi for all the neighborhood associations. Well, this guy is so successful and popular that Santa tried to hire him away for the position of head honcho. But we just couldn't get Hal Barnes to leave the tropics for the North Pole. Go figure. Please proceed, Hal.
Thank you, Mrs. Claus. Tonight I offer my 2020 thank you list. And of course, I have to start with our local leadership during this most difficult year. It's been some trying times. I have to thank my Neighbor Support Division staff, and especially my management fellows that are on the call tonight, Keith, Jessica, and Angela. 86 neighborhoods in the city, great neighborhoods, of course, the Council of Civic Associations, our first ever virtual Neighbor Leadership Academy and the graduates from that, our volunteer office and the hundreds of volunteers that are out there every day giving back to the community, our homeless initiatives, our temporary hotel voucher program, our community court, and our first ever virtual community court, the Mills Pond weekly food distributions, medical professionals, first responders, teachers, frontline workers, numerous service providers, family, friends, neighbors, the feeling you get when you turn the aisle in Publix and you see the shelf stocked with paper products and Clorox wipes. Can't beat that feeling. And finally, hopefully a COVID vaccine coming. So from your Neighbor Support family tonight, we wish everybody a wonderful holiday season and a very happy new year. Thank you.
Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much. And again, everybody, don't forget to put your comments in the chat. I'm sure the speakers will really enjoy reading them. All right, and next we have from James Club, which I think he started, Ray Rapuglia. Now, pardon me if I didn't say your name right. I have to say, God bless this man for using his own battles with addiction to help others through the same struggle. That really is quite something. I will make sure that Santa delivers as many of your hopes and dreams as possible this coming year. So thank you for coming, and please proceed.
Thank you, Mrs. Claus. I really appreciate being here, especially amongst such prominent people in the great city of Fort Lauderdale. I'm so thankful to our mayor, our vice mayor, our city commissioners, our city attorney, and city manager. And what Hal said was just absolutely beautiful. I'm a little nervous right now. I'm going to try to share why I'm grateful, because for those that have heard this before, forgive me in advance, but I was homeless 10.5 years ago. And to be on a Zoom call with such amazing people doing great work in our city is just wonderful after such a trying year. I'm an optimist, and I believe that the future will be bright. I'm just so grateful for the little things in life. I remember as a child, my mom telling me, be grateful that you have a roof over your head. For one day and one night, I was homeless. And I love what Chris is doing, helping that one person. I hope I can assist him with that person as well. But for now, to have a roof over my head, to have food in my belly, to have my family, my wife, an amazing group of friends, I am so grateful for all of those. And I am so hopeful for a great 2021. I want to wish everyone happy Hanukkah coming up, Merry Christmas, belated happy Thanksgiving. And thank you so much, Colleen, for everything you do for our great city. So thank you for inviting me tonight. I truly am a very grateful person. And I want to show my gratitude above all to God by helping people. So thank you so much.
It's a wonderful, sincere message. I will make sure that Santa just really delivers everything he can for you and yours and those you're trying to help. Thank you. Oh, and now, on another note, I see that our fire chief, Rhoda May Kerr, is here. You know, she's one of the most admired people in the city. You know, as a child, I remember that she asked for a fire engine for Christmas. And look where that got her. Listen, people, be careful what you wish for. Please, Fire Chief Rhoda, please proceed.
Okay, so thank you so much. And I'm actually going to show you the fire truck that I really did get for Christmas. I didn't get one or two, but I actually got three. But thanks, Mrs. Clausen, for that nice compliment. And I'm going to keep my comments very sweet and short, but I am grateful for the health and well-being of all of my firefighters, and that the fact that we've never stopped serving, we've never struggled during this whole COVID crisis to serve the community, and I'm most grateful for that. I'm hopeful for the future of freedom from COVID-19. And then last but not least, I wish each and every person joy during this holiday season.
Thank you so much. And really, I'm not making that up. People have told me we've gotten a message all the way up to the North Pole that you are really one of the most admired people in Fort Lauderdale. So,
oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. And don't forget, people, to put your comments in the chat. We're going to have we are going to hear from him later, but I do understand he wants to give us his 60-second speech also. So Dr. JJ, if you are really wanting to do that, please proceed. And remember, this one's only 60 seconds. I'll give you more time later.
Okay, so first of all, I'm thankful to my wife, my life partner and partner in crime, who has been through this with me through thick and thin. She's the pillar that keeps my world together. I'm thankful to my children who make me laugh on a daily basis after a hard day at work. I'm thankful to my staff at work who makes the madness bearable. I'm thankful to my friends and colleagues for supporting me, for standing by me during these very, very difficult times. And most importantly, also, I'm thankful to God for having kept my family healthy and safe. Happy holidays to everyone.
God bless. God bless you. Thank you so much. All right, next, we're going to have Senior Management Fellow Keith Farrell. I mean, who doesn't love this guy? He does everything he can for everybody and never seems annoyed. You know, I think I need to take me some Keith lessons. Please, Keith, proceed.
All right, thanks, Mrs. Claus. My message is less about the last year and more about the last year and a half since I moved to the great city of Fort Lauderdale. I'm thankful to city leadership for giving me this opportunity to serve the greater community and really getting paid to do the things I love. So I'm really grateful for that every day. One of the best parts of my job is getting to be the liaison to the council. So thank you to Colleen and the board and the general membership. You really have entrusted me to help other members in the community. And you've been so kind and welcoming, and you feel like a second family to me. So I'm really grateful for that. A very quick message of hope. Over the Thanksgiving weekend, I was catching up on Radio Lab, which is a favorite podcast of mine. And they did an episode on the Spanish flu and the ripple effects it had really up to this day. Some of them were good. Some of them were not so good. But they talked about Gandhi and other people like Gandhi, who became better versions of themselves in the wake of the pandemic. And I think that's really true. So my hope for 2021 is getting to be in person with you all again as better versions of ourselves. So thank you and happy holidays.
Oh, thank you, Keith. And don't forget to put your comments in the chat. I see lots of them popping up here. So thank you for that. All right now, so we're going to hear from a Council of Fort Lauderdale Civic Association's general member, Abby O'Loughlin. Now, she's one of the best known volunteers, businesswomen in the city. And I noticed, Abby, that you recently moved from the beach to across the intercoastal. I wonder, were you tired of the drawbridges? Well, you know, you could have contacted me. I could have lent you a reindeer or two to hop over. Well, next time, give me a call. So I'm anxious to hear your speech because as I remember, your dad is a publisher. So this ought to be spot on. Go ahead, Abby, proceed.
Okay, 60 seconds of hope, joy, and gratitude. That is the trifecta of humanity. So here goes. For hope, I hope we can all continue to work together, to trust each other, and to continue to get tasks accomplished. For joy, that would be every day above ground. I get joy every time I look up at that blue sky we have here in Fort Lauderdale. And for gratitude, I am grateful for everyone working together to keep each other safe. It's how we're going to get through this pandemic, by continuing to keep each other safe. I'm grateful for everyone who practices social distancing, wears a mask, and stays close to home. And remember, folks, Fort Lauderdale is a pretty amazing place to call home. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. You know, it is an amazing place. And if you just take a look at some of these screens, it's because of the amazing people. Okay, so, well, thank you, everybody, for those speeches. They were fantastic. I really didn't have to ring the bell ever. So, looks like you guys might have a good visit from Santa after all. So let's see, Dr. JJ, I hope it's okay that I call you Dr. JJ. And as we heard earlier, you testified in front of the US Senate this morning. What an honor for the Senate. I hope it went well. It sounds like it wasn't what you wanted it to be. Just remember this, God is a Republican, Santa is a Democrat, and they both have your back. So never fear. And if anybody didn't like that, just don't get your tinsel in a tangle, because that is the absolute truth. So please, Dr. JJ, you go right ahead.
So, yep, so this morning was quite interesting. You know, there were 5 other colleagues besides myself who were testifying about early therapy. Part of the message was really that we know that for other infectious diseases, the earlier we treat somebody, the better the outcomes are. If we're able to treat people early and keep them out of the hospitals, we're able to take the pressure off the hospitals, which is really important. The other stuff is we know that it's financially viable. Why? Because if people don't get sick, they don't lose their livelihoods. If they don't lose their livelihoods, they're not going to starve. They're not going to lose their homes. And finally, we know if we treat people early, one of the things that happens is we will reduce transmission, meaning they will contaminate fewer people. So the entire drive there by all 6 of us was to really talk about effective early treatments and not wait until people are critically ill. Now, we do know that there have been some issues more recently. So let me see if I can share my screen. Can I? Yes, I can. And here we go. Or maybe not. Yes, here we go. So first of all, this is the graph of where we stand in the United States right now. Right here is April. Here you look at August. This is now. I don't think you need to be a statistician to realize that there are some problems. That peak is higher than what it was in April and August combined. And this problem, if you look at the table over here, you can see is not limited to one geographic area. You can see that this is actually spread throughout the United States. The darker blue means that the problem is more severe. And you can see in some of the Midwestern states, things are pretty bad right now. If you look at areas that were hit before, they are still, you know, somewhat problematic, but not as bad as what they were before. Right down there is Florida. And if I move this down a little bit, you will see that Florida is currently not doing, well, doesn't want to participate. If you look at the color, Florida right now is not doing too badly. What you look at is one of the lighter blue colors. So the number of cases here in Florida for right now are still controlled. But let's move to the next slide. This is what is currently happening in Florida as a state. You can see these were the cases we were having in July. 12,000 cases on average per day. If you look at where we stand right now, we're somewhere at 10,000 cases. So we're not quite as bad as what it was at the peak before, but the numbers are clearly starting to go up and starting to go up rapidly. Now, if we look at the division of the different counties throughout Florida, you can see that the northern part of Florida is for the most part well controlled, the Panhandle, northern parts of Florida. If you start coming to the more densely populated Miami-Dade, Broward County, and Palm Beach counties, you can see the colors are much darker. And obviously that is a concern because it means that most of those spikes in Florida are in this part of the country, in our backyard. If we look now at individual counties, this is broken down by Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. We're getting about 800 new cases per day in Broward County. Miami-Dade is more than twice that number. And if you look at Palm Beach, it's about half our number. But there is more to this story. If you look early in November, you can see we were averaging about 400 cases. When you start looking at the later part of the month, you can see that these numbers started increasing. So clearly over here, there are many more cases than were earlier on. The other thing that has been shifting is the age. The median age now for a new COVID-19 positive individual in Broward County is 39 years old. The highest incidence is in the 25 to 34-year-old carefree group who really goes out to party like it's nobody's business. And to them, for the most part, this has not been a problem. Why? The mortality in that younger population is markedly less from the mortality what you see in the older population. The problem is that these people, for Thanksgiving, met with their parents, with their grandparents, and guess what's behind the corner? The holidays. Well, I think, Miss Klaus, they're gonna have more to share than presents with their families. And that obviously could be a major concern comes the early part of January, if these infections are gonna spread from this younger population that is not likely to be admitted to the hospital or die, and we start affecting this older group there. So that is really my concern right now. The vaccines, we already know the vaccines are going to be available really soon, hopefully some doses before the end of the year. But we now know that the original projections for number of vaccine doses available are going to be markedly less than what anticipated, since the major manufacturers, Moderna and Pfizer, was having difficulty getting enough supplies for manufacturing enough vaccines. So it's going to be, we're still going to have a challenging few months ahead of us for sure, even if the vaccines are nearly 100% effective. So we're still facing some challenges ahead of us.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dr. JJ. I don't know if anybody, does anyone have any questions? We can take one or two questions. I am not able to see the chat box. Let's see. Okay, Dr. Yes. The current daily deaths in Florida are the equivalent of a fully loaded 737 MAX crashing into the Everglades every other day. You know, Mary Peliquin's husband flew 737 MAX. I don't really know if I like that comparison, but that's pretty sad. Any other questions? All right, well, we're going to move ahead. Dr. JJ, you know, I can't thank you enough for keeping everyone all informed and on the right path. Your knowledge and advice have been a guiding light for all of us. Just like Rudolph, we couldn't see what we were doing without you. So thank you so much. And we'll all try not to end up on this beach. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Now, what's going on? Oh, wow. Santa's come down the cyber chimney with a bag of goodies. Again, everyone's always happy when Santa Claus comes. So just don't forget my name, my first name. It's Martha. Oh, and welcome, Santa. Thank you for visiting us tonight during your such busy time. Please proceed. Where is Santa?
I think he's muted.
Santa needs to unmute.
Oh, I kind of like him like that. Santa, unmute yourself.
So Santa being muted is such a 2020 issue.
Okay, who has the power to do this? It seems like I should. Hang on.
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Sorry, Martha.
Santa.
I'm sorry that you tried to keep me silent, but I'm here. Okay? And I saw you flirting with Greg.
Oh.
That was past a flirt, okay? I recognize a flirt in 1,000 years.
I cannot.
Ho, 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 everybody. Let me look at all of you. So beautiful, boys and girls. I'm checking to see who's being naughty and who's being Martha. Nice. Okay, we have a few things to happen right now. We're going to have a Christmas trivia contest because I cannot deliver this cyberly. So we're going to do this following way. We're going to ask some questions, and the person that answers correctly via the chat box will get a $20 gift card. The wife will be announcing who wins, and we're going to need the winner to put an email or the mail address so that we can send the $20 gift card. Are we getting there? Do we all know what we're going to do? Everybody listening?
Go ahead, Santa.
Yes,
I don't hear anybody.
Yes, Santa.
Okay. Question number one.
You're muted.
See, Santa.
Oh, they muted everybody. Good. Unmute everybody now. In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life? In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life? Type. Type.
No, please put your answer in the
Type. Type.
Oh, let's see who this is. Okay, we have a winner, Santa.
Okay, who won? The answer is a magic hat or an old silk hat. Either one works.
It's
so who won?
It is Melanie Lawrence. And
okay.
Melanie, Prancer, can you let Melanie know what she won?
Melanie, congratulations. This is Prancer. I wanted to let you and the other prize winners know that you will be receiving gift certificates from local restaurants. We want to support our local eateries, and you can hoof it over to the historic downtowner. It is in the downtown Fort Lauderdale Civic Association, District 4.
Okay, and I do want to say, John Burns, I see your answer, and you have just put yourself right on the naughty list, and you've just saved Santa one more trip. Thank you for that.
Oh, God, no.
Next question.
Okay. This is question number 2. What spy hides around the house and reports back to Santa on who has been naughty or nice? What spy hides around the house and reports back to Santa on who has been naughty or nice?
And Santa, we have a winner.
You have a winner?
Karen, I can't understand.
Karen, please type your last name in the chat. I am very happy to tell you that you have won a $20 gift certificate to Kaufner Brewery at the Sistrunk Marketplace and Brewing. That is in Progresso Village Civic Association. So please pound the pavement to District 2.
Okay, that's it. So we have another question. Does anybody remember that Christmas classic, It's a Wonderful Life? Who played George Bailey in that movie? 1, 2, go.
Oh, here we go.
I guess we have one winner.
Yeah, she's correct with Jimmy Stewart. Go ahead, Prancer. Let her know what she won.
Congratulations, Marie. You're correct. And you have won a $20 gift certificate to Las Carnitas Latin Food. So please trot over to Lauderdale West Association near Melrose Park in District 3.
Okay, wonderful. Go ahead, Santa. Question now.
Well, we go to question number 4. This is for all of you ballet dancers. What Christmas-themed ballet premiered in St. Petersburg, Russia in 1892? Do we have a winner?
Yes, Sarah Wesner was the first one to write in Nutcracker. And I have to ask everybody, how many of you thought he said belly dancer instead of ballet dancer? That's what I heard.
Congratulations.
I said ballet, Martha. Okay?
Okay,
What do
Prancer.
you want? I
Sarah,
have
know
a
what you
Cuban
want.
accent, okay? All right, next question.
So I must say here now, our winner was Sarah. Sarah, you have won a $20 gift certificate to the Etna Rosso. So please canter over to the Galt Mile Community Association in District 1.
And I will be delivering this one too. All right, next question then. In what animated 2004 film about a train carrying kids to the North Pole on Christmas Eve? What is the name of that movie?
Oh, here we go. Oh, Commissioner Ben Sorensen will wait to let me know you're here. He was the first one to type in Polar Express, and that is the correct answer. And Prancer, could you let him know what you...
Could I give it to the person who came in behind me on that one?
Well, that looks like William...
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Claus.
Commissioner, you'll get a big box of these.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, William Brown and Prancer will let you know what you won.
William, congratulations. And Commissioner Sorensen was so generous because this is actually our $25 prize to Canyon Restaurant in Commissioner Sorensen's neighborhood, Ria Vista Civic Association, District 4. So please prance right over.
Can I make him take me to dinner or what can I?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
As long as you don't take that mafia jacket and wear it.
I'll keep.
It looks like it looks like a mafia dinner jacket.
I'll keep the pants on, but I'll take the jacket off.
God,
I haven't seen Commissioner Sorensen. I don't know what he looks like. Oh my God!
District 4 commissioner wears pants at least.
Okay, now let's keep it not naughty. Go ahead, Santa. Proceed with the next question.
You not naughty? Come on. All right, this is the next question. And the miracle of the 34th Street centers on what real-life department store?
Oh,
I
Marilyn.
think we have winners.
Marilyn, well, you guys are all fat. That was very difficult to keep up with, but Marilyn Romano and Prancer, if you want to let Marilyn know what she won.
Marilyn, congratulations. You have won a $20 certificate to Hardy Park Bistro. So please gallop over to the Tarpon River Civic Association in District 4.
Okay, Marilyn, can I go with you? Because Martha doesn't take me anywhere. All right. The next question. What beverage company has been using Santa Claus and its advertising since 1931? I was old already.
Whoop, right? Oh, Vice Mayor, Coke.
Wow. So
that was fast. I tell you, these crazy people are on the ball. Go ahead, Prancer.
well done, Vice Mayor Glassman. You have won a $20 gift certificate to the Chimney House Latin Grill and Kitchen. So please dash over to District 4, not too far from District 2, and the Selbok Bend Civic Association.
Sailboat Bend Civic Association is in
That's
District 2.
District 2. Yeah.
Oh,
That's not District 4.
Oh,
That's
it's in his
District 2.
district.
Oh, it's.
I apologize. Please don't tell the clauses that I screwed that up.
That's okay.
Prancer,
Sailboat,
That's okay, Prancer. You look too cute.
We're
to be
defending your
punished.
district, Steve.
Sailboat Bend moved into District 2 in 2012.
Oh.
Prancer looked at an old map.
Yes.
Prancer, I apologize.
I told you, Prancer, not to look at my map. My maps are old.
Okay,
Come on,
now
Prancer.
let's just all calm down. Prancer is, after all, a reindeer. Give Prancer a little slack. Okay, Santa.
Okay.
My goodness.
The last question. Let's see who gets it right. What well-known Christmas carol became the first song ever to broadcast from space in 1965?
John Burns, Jingle Bells. That's correct. A Prancer.
It is Jingle Bells. That is correct. Prancer, what you got for Jim?
Oh, Mr. Burns, congratulations. So please dash over to the Milk Money Bar and Kitchen in the Middle River Terrace neighborhood, District 2.
2.
All right.
Okay. Well, I have no more questions, but there's something else that I'm going to be doing. I've been looking at all of you and see who had the best costume. And I am going to announce 2 winners, and those are going to get cards too. Okay? So my selections are going to be, by the way, the elves are helping me in this. All right, Sarah. What is the last name, Sarah? Sarah Westner. And John Burns. Sarah Western and John Burns are the 2 best costumed in today. So you 2 are gonna get cards again.
Well,
I guess
let
that you both
Prancer-
had already cards.
Prancer will let them know what they've won.
Yes, thank you. So my final cards. Sarah Westner, you are receiving a $20 gift card to Luigi's Coal Oven Pizza in District 4. So please lope over to the Cooley Hammock Civic Association. And last but not least, Mr. Burns, John, you are winning a $20 gift certificate to the Hollywood Brewing Las Olas in the Beverly Heights Civic Association, District 4.
Woo!
Okay, Prancer have done a wonderful job. Your wife, you also were doing very good checking who was naughty and who was nice, meaning fast or slow. So I guess that my gift giving is done. Anybody needs some more of this, let me know. I have some. Okay, I'll be dropping them over the chimneys. Make sure that yours are not lit. And if your chimney is lit, you're wonderfully crazy because there is no need.
Okay. All right, Santa. I think you've explained well enough. So let's see, we're getting to the end of our evening, but we have a few other prizes to hand out. Please help me welcome Anna Sorensen on behalf of the Nsu Art Museum. And then I'll be making an announcement about the Museum of Discovery and Science. But Anna, if you would, please proceed.
Thank you, Martha. I'm glad to be here and see you all. Even my husband, I get to see him on Zoom. I just want to let everyone know that the museum, Nsu Art Museum, was pleased to drop in the mail to everyone today, all of you, a few passes to the museum to say thank you for all that you do. We want you to find your safe space in a colorful place this holiday season. We are so pleased to have our free Fort Lauderdale Neighbor Day the last Sunday of every month. This is your community museum, and we are so very proud to support you and look forward to reintroducing Neighborhood of the Month someday soon, maybe in the new year. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you very much. That's very generous. So anyone that's...
I have a question for Anna.
Go ahead, Santa. Interrupt me
Do
again.
we still have the happy exhibit in the museum?
Great question, Santa. So although we are happy in the museum, the happy exhibition was deinstalled, but in its place, there will be a blockbuster fashion exhibition of a fashion designer named Nsu that was slated to go to Asia, but we scooped it up here in Fort Lauderdale as a result of COVID, and that opens in February. And then on view right now, we have an exhibition of regional artists called Nsu Art South Florida. And it's a great show of regional artists that it's really important to support right now more than ever. So these are your hometown artists in Broward, Monroe, Palm Beach, and Miami. So please come out and see us.
Thank you, Ms. Sorensen. You're definitely the better half.
Amen to that. More than a half, too.
Amen.
Well, I
and
like
we
that.
love pickles.
Well, thank you so much again, Anna. And I like that idea about fashion. So I'll be there. And I want to tell everybody that's on this call, if you're on this call, you're eligible for this prize. And what you need to do is email your name and address to the council's email address. And if I could get somebody to put that in the chat, it's not an easy thing to spell out. It's council correspondence sec@gmail.com. That's sec, not sex, okay? And if I could, there it is right there. Colleen has typed it in. So if you could email your name and address, then we can get those prizes out to you. Again, additionally, we also have prizes just like this, or I should say prize passes, from the Museum of Discovery and Science. They're offering 2 free passes to everyone who has attended this meeting. It's mods, if you've never been there, it's really something else. It's one of the largest museums of its kind in Florida. It has the most visitors, I think, of almost any museum in the state. So this prize does include 2 tickets into the museum and 2 tickets to the IMAX theater to see one of their special documentaries, which is really something. If you've never been in an IMAX theater, let me tell you, it's really big, and very cool. So please, again, email your full name and address to the council's email address, which is there in the chat box. And with that, I think we've wrapped it up, although I wouldn't mind seeing Commissioner Sorensen provide his 60-second speech. Are you up for that, Commissioner?
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Claus. I'll keep it shorter than 60 seconds, if that's all right.
Go right ahead.
Oh, thank you. Sorry for being late, but I just wanted to thank you all for, this has been such a tough year, and there's so many chances for us as a community, I think, to fracture, to divide, to really kind of express frustration and disappointment and hurt in a lot of different ways, and we didn't. And I'm just thankful for all of you. I'm thankful for your commitment to your neighborhoods, your city, and for willing to work together and to willing to find commonality and peace and togetherness in the midst of so much that we've been challenged by. And it's my hope and prayer that 2021 is an amazing year for all of us as a city, collectively, and neighbors. And I know on behalf of the commission and the mayor, we couldn't be the city we are without you all and your engagement, your ideas. Because if it was just up to someone like me to come up with good ideas, we wouldn't be doing it. We wouldn't be doing it.
That's
right,
sure.
Mayor? Right?
Yeah.
So it's up to you all to be such great participants.
Trust me on that one.
Yes. So thank you, and here's the amazing new year. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you everyone who participated. I really do appreciate it. And I'll convey to the elves what great leaders there are here in Fort Lauderdale. And with that, I am going to hand this meeting back to the president of this joint. Here you go, Colleen, if you want to finish up.
Okay, that was amazing. Can we all give a collective shout out to the amazing Mr. and Mrs. Claus tonight? What a fantastic job. The outfits alone. But the
Okay,
facilitation, the
I am
moderation.
going to say this. Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a
And happy Hanukkah and
lovely
happy
holiday.
holidays as well.
Stay safe.
Everybody.
Stay
Happy holiday,
healthy.
everybody. Be well.
We'll
Merry
see you.
Thank you,
Christmas.
Colleen.
Good night. Good night,
Thank you,
everybody.
Colleen.
Very
Thank you,
much.
everyone.